Hey you! Today I'll be teaching you how to make anyone fall in love with you with one pasta recipe. I'm going to show you step by step how I make this creamy, cheesy Cajun chicken pasta. Now naturally the first step is to put hella seasoning on your chicken because you want to show them that you got a little spice to you. You know what I'm saying? So let's start off with 2 clean chicken breasts and my homemade Sazon. This Sazon is top tier and is super elite. It's not just because I made it either, it's actually pretty fire. And I have the recipe that I will link in the description box and in the video. Now I'm adding in some black pepper and some garlic powder. There's already a little bit of garlic powder in the Sazon, but a little bit extra is not going to hurt you. I'm adding in some paprika up next, and honestly, if you're gonna make a Cajun recipe, you need paprika. It's essential, okay? So, of course, if I'm adding in garlic powder, you already know that onion powder is up next. Then I'm going to add in some cayenne pepper, and when you look at that chicken breast, you already know that it's gonna be good, and that's how your potential bae is gonna feel about you when you serve this. Make sure that you season it on both sides though, because you don't want one side with seasoning and one side to be bland. Then you want to pop it into the oven for about 40 minutes. Now before we move on to the pasta part, I want y'all to pause, give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. If you're feeling spicy, leave me a comment down below on what you want to see up next on my channel. So now for the pasta, you want to pour your rigatoni into some salted boiling water. Do not add oil to your pasta water.
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
I see people do that a lot. Don't do it. It's just going to make the sauce slide off of your pasta a lot more easily. And speaking of sauce, we are going to get started with a little bit of butter. Fair warning, this is not a diet recipe. We are going to be using real butter, real cream, and full fat cheese. Now I'm adding in some peppers and onions that I had chopped up earlier, and we're just gonna let those get translucent. Pretty much all of the recipes on this channel actually will have you looking like thickiana. So if that's not what you're into, you might want to proceed with caution. Now, to build some of the flavors of our sauce, I am going to be adding in some garlic. I'm using my brand new shiny grater to grate in 2 cloves of garlic. I would highly suggest that you add the garlic into the sauce. Unless you're a vampire or something, I really don't see why you wouldn't. I wouldn't go above more than 4 cloves of garlic. Otherwise, it's just gonna take over the rest of the flavors in the sauce. So I went with about 2 cloves. Like I said before, we are going to be using 3 different types of dairy in this recipe: butter, heavy cream, and cheese. So I am slowly adding in my heavy cream into the peppers and onions. It's picking up all of that garlic flavor that was on the bottom of the pot, and I'm just stirring around to make sure that it's all mixed in. Now, if you do not have heavy cream, I would use that evaporated canned milk. That would be okay, but ideally you would use heavy cream for this kind of recipe just because it's a lot thicker, it's a lot creamier, and it's going to make your pasta awesome. What you want to do next is add in some chicken bouillon seasoning. Now, it's really important to me that every single layer and step of my recipe is seasoned. Like, this channel is called Season That Ish for a reason. We are seasoning our pasta water, we obviously season our chicken, and we also want to make sure that the sauce that we're putting on the pasta is seasoned. So aside from the chicken bouillon, I also added in a little bit more of black pepper. Now remember, this whole time we had our pasta boiling in the pot, so I'm gonna go ahead and check on my pasta. You want it to be cooked super al dente because you know that the pasta is going to cook in the sauce a little bit longer. So if you cook the pasta all the way through in the pasta water, by the time you put it into the sauce, it's going to be overcooked and mushy. And you don't want that. That's going to kill the vibe. It's going to kill the mood for you and, you know, whoever it is that you're trying to trick into falling in love. The next thing that you want to add in is some tomato sauce. Now I'm using my homemade pasta sauce, and I don't have a recipe for this on my channel yet. I've been thinking about doing it maybe for the holiday season or something like that. I'm adding in my chunks of mozzarella cheese. Now, mozzarella is a major key in this recipe. Now, the mozzarella is important not just because it's going to help with the creaminess, but also because it's going to help with the cheese pull. Now, the cheese pull is kind of like when you stick your fork in the pasta and the mozzarella gets all stringy and it pulls and it pulls and it pulls. That's what you're looking for. And bam, when we took our chicken out of the oven, this is what it looked like. I just sliced it up. You can see the flavor specks on there. You don't even gotta taste it to know that it's good.
That is amazing.
So there's a few things that we have left to do to make sure that this pasta is gonna be perfect. We are gonna be mixing in some of the chicken, but we're also gonna leave some chicken to put on top so that everybody knows exactly what it is that they're getting and so that they can see the nice color that we have on the chicken. To top it off, we're going to do a few things. First of all, you are going to add on some Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan cheese adds a ton of amazing flavor. You could also add the Parmesan cheese in the sauce mix itself. Like if you thought for some reason there wasn't enough cream and cheese in this recipe for you, add in some Parmesan cheese in the sauce mix and add some on top. Now for some green, I put some parsley all over the top, and in the end, this is what I got. Now, the only thing that I was missing was some garlic bread. Some garlic bread would have been awesome for this, but what I do have is a garlic knot recipe that's stuffed with mozzarella cheese. So you guys should check that out and eat it with this. Can you imagine stuffed mozzarella garlic bread with this pasta recipe? Yeah. Pasta is pretty much everybody's love language, so I mean, if you're looking for a quarantine bae, you just gotta slide them a bowl of this. I hope that y'all subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!